Welcome to another episode of Cooking with the Charleses. Today we're making like an Italian style quesadilla is what I'll call it. They called it something else, but I don't quite remember the name right now. So Italian style quesadilla is what we'll be making. First things first, we're gonna roast some red bell pepper. Now in the video they were used, what do they call it? Sun-dried tomatoes. I'm not a fan. So I'm gonna sub with the red bell pepper. So you're just gonna, I cut mine in half and I take the insides out. And then we'll put it on a sheet pan with olive oil and salt and roast them a bit. That only took me about a minute. I've quartered them. I'm going to add the olive oil and the salt, but instead of the oven, we're going to pop it in the air fryer for 400 degrees at about 20 minutes. Here's how the bell peppers look in the liner for the air fryer. We'll see you in 20 minutes. The bell peppers took 10 minutes on bake in the air fryer, and then that was at 400 degrees. And then we decreased the temperature to 350 and cooked it for about 5 to 7 minutes. But we're going to let them cool, and then we're going to slice them. We're going to slice up the bell peppers that smell so incredible and set them aside. I don't have to use a red bell pepper, but I think the flavor of this will work with this recipe. I think the easiest thing is to have all the elements prepped. So I've got some prosciutto. I have this one, I bought too much from another recipe. And since the prosciutto is like really thin, we're just going to work up these slices so that they're ready for when we are adding them to the tortillas. In the original recipe that I saw this on, they made their own kind of like flatbread tortillas. But just the process for that was like entirely too long. So we're like, we can save time and have them pre-made from the store. But if you're willing to make your own, I can definitely share the recipe with you in the comments if you ask for it. I've got a recent love for prosciutto. This is the flavorings. Incredible. Buddy's here with me and he's like wishing that he can have some. Which, I'm sorry, sir. There's only like 6 pieces in here, so I don't think that's going to happen for you. You'll be alright. I already gave you a snack today. Yes, I did. I'm going to continue working on this one. It's not as fancy as the Trader Joe's one that had the paper in between them. But that's why we do prep work ahead of time. Here are our ingredients so far. We'll also be adding the mozzarella, of course, the tortillas, of course, and then some spinach. But we'll take care of that right before we assemble. We've got an extra large tortilla, and we will assemble now. What I like about the mozzarella is it's pre-sliced, so you don't have to worry about having an extra step. And we're just going to work on half of the tortilla. Let's start with 4 now for that. And I'm going to put the prosciutto, just kind of like to work it in there. There. Okay, yes. And then we're going to go with the roasted bell pepper. Very good. Just make sure everything has its spot and that we're getting a little taste of everything. Then we're going to go in with the spinach. Then I'm going to put a little bit more mozzarella over it just to combine before we hit it with some heat. I just cut up these spinach pieces so that when we eat it, it will be a little bit more evenly distributed. Let me get a little bit more cheese. We're doing little pieces now. Don't need a whole lot. All right? We're heating up the pan, and then I'm just going to add some white truffle oil from Trader Joe's, just to coat the bottom. There we go. We're on medium high because we just like get the melting and some color. So let's let it heat up a little bit. And since we got to this point of this video and you're still with us, perhaps you would like to make things official and like, share, and subscribe. We'd love to have you as part of the family. And also to our current subscribers, old and new, welcome back. Let's give it a few more minutes and then we'll add the tortilla. The pan is hot and our tortilla is waiting to be added. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add it all together and then fold over. Give a little bit more. There we go. Let's let it combine. Come on. I have to get another utensil here. But I do want it to just... There we go. Now I like this recipe because it's simple and flavorful. But if you were doing it, what would you add? Would you change up the cheese or the inside ingredients? Would you go with their suggestion and use the sun-roasted tomatoes? Let us know in the comments. It's only been about a minute and it's ready to be flipped. So, wow. Oh my, look at that. That's a nice color. I'm just going to lower the stove just a bit because I want that cheese to melt, but I don't want too much color. And I just like when the bottoms toast as well. But look at both sides. Wow. Those are just the juices. Don't be alarmed. We're going to take it out. Ooh. Let's let all the flavors combine, and then we'll be ready to see what's inside. I've let it rest just a few minutes. Now we're going to cut into it. I'm using a pizza cutter here, and I'm regretting it. Let me use another one. Just a minute. Let's see if this one looks a little better. It does. We're just going to cut this one. Since I used an extra large tortilla, we're just going to cut it in fourths. Oh, and it's looking very nice on the inside. I'll show you in just a second. The prosciutto is so... The prosciutto and the bell pepper. So juicy. Oh, just a minute. Go with this one. Look at that. Give us just a minute and we will sample. And we are ready for a tasting. I just had like a little piece of the bell pepper and it was so flavorful. Roasting really makes the difference. And I'm going to give you another opportunity. If you've made it to this point, please like, share, and subscribe and become part of our family. Bud and I are here and we are ready for tasting. Mm, mm. Everything goes so well together. I'm definitely going to make this recipe again, and I'm sure that whoever you decide to make it for will absolutely enjoy it with you. Remember, life's better well seasoned. We'll see you next week, 7:30. Bon appetit. Bye.